The off season is over, so we're gonna get into training camp. And I was just thinking out loud, honestly. Terry David did 12 years, and he was still kind of short in terms of stats. I don't think it's a bad thing for Larsen to do 12 years because he'll actually be top 5 in stats, if that makes sense. Training camp is officially over, and we are going to now look at what games we have. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to play. I'm not going to play any games this year, even though you see the Packers here early. So that's the first 3. Then you have Cowboys, Falcons, Dolphins, Giants again, Bears. That's what, the first 8. So easily this game here for the Eagles is the midway point. So let's simulate to that. We are here at the halfway point game against the Eagles, and I'm curious to see how the season has been going. We are 5-2-1. I don't know why we keep tying the last 2 years, but we're first in the division. That's positive. And then in terms of individual stats, we have 640 yards, 3 touchdowns, 141 attempts, 4.5 average, 80 a game, 1 fumble. So that's really good. And then we have 8 receptions, 109 yards, 13.6 average, 13.6 a game, and 3 touchdowns. So those 3 touchdowns is kind of like making up for last year not having any. Yo, we got a Jets game. I don't care. We're going to simulate to the end of the season. We already know what the plan is just to get to 15,000 yards, not play any unnecessary homecoming games. We're here at the end of the regular season. We were leading the division, so I'm interested in seeing if we were able to win, which we were at 9-6-1. It was a close race. The Giants are right there at 7-8-1, and then the Eagles and Cowboys are at 7-9. In terms of individual stats, we finished with 1,280 yards, 7 touchdowns, 268 attempts, 4.7 average, 80 a game, and then 4 fumbles. So we started off good with the fumbles and then went right back to what we usually do. We had 18 receptions for 190 yards, 10.5 average, 11.8 a game, and then 3 touchdowns. So it's not a bad season, especially since we're acknowledging that he's getting up there in age. So we're going to simulate that first round game against the Seahawks. That's one of the cool things about this game is I don't have to answer too many questions. So we're going to simulate the second round game against the Saints. And I think that's it for us in terms of our playoffs. And then February, so no Pro Bowl for us this year, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We're going to simulate to the next part of the season, which is where we get ready for the off season. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of upset that we didn't make the Pro Bowl, but we did have a good 6-year run. And I mean, that shouldn't be taken for granted. And that's what happens too, like kind of with all athletes. The longer you play, the kind of more stats you can rack up like Frank Gore. But then again, when you don't make Pro Bowls and stuff and you don't do certain things, it makes it look like you didn't have as much of an impact, like if you were to cut it short. So there's nothing to look at here. We're just going to get to July and simulate the off season. When we get back, though, this should really be our last year. I know I said that before. The off season is over, and I know I set y'all up last time and said it was all over with. But yeah, this time it really is. Preseason is looking extra long, so we're going to simulate training camp in preseason. So spring training, or nah, what am I talking about? That's football. Training camp is over. Yo, and I've done that too. Even when I was playing baseball, I would say the wrong thing. So we got the Cowboys in 2 of the first 4 games. We have Rams, Bears, Seahawks, that's 7. And then we got the Cardinals, that's 8. So the halfway point is against the Saints. So I'm going to simulate to that point. You already know the routine. and we'll check back and see where we're at. We are here at the midway point game against the Saints, so I'm interested to see how the season has gone for us so far. We're 3-5, which is middle of the pack. In terms of individual stats, we have 539 yards, 1 touchdown, 127 attempts, 4.2 average, 67.3 a game, 2 fumbles. Then we have 12 receptions, 154 yards, 12.8 average, 19.2 a game, no touchdowns. So we're having a decent season, and I'm going to simulate to what should be our last game here against the Bengals. We are here at John Larsen's final game against the Bengals. We're in 85, they're in 84, so it's an evenly matched game. I will say, this time I am not pulling your leg. This is his last game. They have the better quarterback. We are deadlocked at running back. We have the better receivers. We have the better pass defense. We are deadlocked at rush defense. We have the better special teams and, well, deadlocked at coaching. So hopefully, I don't know why they're showing Shed, number 47. I guess that's my replacement. They're out here grilling, having a good old time. I just hope we can get this win. I mean, I don't really mind if we're playing for any reason at all. I just want to go out with a bang. And it's actually cool because if you remember, Cincinnati offered me a big contract, but I chose Washington. So that's kind of cool, I guess, for it to be my last game against a team that was giving me the same kind of money. Damn, we don't get ball first? Well, I goofed. I didn't pick tails. All right, so we'll go and run some pass plays first, which I don't mind. I actually have nothing to accomplish. I think I need 29 more yards. Wow. He's out of there, though. I need 29 more yards to be the 4th leading rusher in NFL history. So that's probably the only thing that is of note. Because I remember the last time we played, I needed 2 touchdowns. Come on, man. What is he doing? He's throwing it into double coverage. Like, that's the thing. I know he's in his career, in his prime now. We've been together, I think, since like year 2 with the Redskins. But damn, bro. Like, we literally been together for almost 10 years. And we still can't figure it out. Like, bro, you just be throwing it just to throw it. Then they got me running into people, being a bulldozer. 3 yards. All that work for 3 yards, bro. And then not even like the first play of this series. Not first play. Look at this, bro. All that work for 3 yards, bro. I'm telling you, it's time to call it a career. And I was almost done 2 years ago, but what is this, punt? Bro, I realized the last game I played too, which was 2 years ago, they had me doing special teams again. Like, bro, I get it. You pay me a lot of money. Well, at least you used to. Because right now I'm getting some bread. Like, we're not going to sit here and act like I'm not getting paid. But they got me out here doing a punt return, bro. Come on, man. Put Shed out there. Since you want to put his name on the graphics so bad, put that boy out there. What the hell you got me doing? Literally one of the all-time rushers in your franchise history. Got me doing kick return, punt. Oh, wow. That's a nice catch. He really just threw that up there. I mean, that didn't take much skill, in my opinion, but whatever. Look at that. That man was thrown on the run. Thought he was Brett Favre. Patrick Mahomes, one of them boys. All right, man, let's go. Need my 20 yards. See, look at this. You see the safety walk down, bro. That's what I be talking about with these play calls. Like, all right, bro. You gonna run me right into the safety that's walking down. That's a great play call. So now we lost yards on that play. I'm not even gonna press nothing because, I mean, we need to pass the ball on, what is it, 2nd and 13, but, I mean, I need my 30 yards as well. I'd be pissed, low-key, get to be 4th all time, and I ended up being 5th all time because in my last game I couldn't get 30 yards. That's all you could do, I feel like, with somebody like him that's 250. Just cut him at the legs. That was pretty smart by the defense. Hopefully we can get a conversion right here and keep the game going. I mean, if not, it is what it is. Oh, let's go, wide open. Oh, he's about to score that too. Let's go. I mean, that's cool. Having the lead and winning the game is cool. I would have loved to get closer and get a touchdown, but shoot, I'm not really complaining. Man, they got me on kick return, and then I'm the up back, so I'm a blocker. I'm not the actual guy. Man, what the hell? Come on, get a block, bro. Let's go. Blindsided his ass, but whatever. Pause. Like, I don't mind catching passes. See, that's the difference. Remember last game I was like kind of mad because we wasn't catching passes? Yeah, that's good. That's what you get, dumbass quarterback. You mad at me? You threw a freaking lob, dumbass. Like, you're not smart, are you? You threw a freaking lob into double coverage. The nigga tipped it up like tip drill. Let's go. And they scored off of that shit, you bum-ass quarterback, bro. He's not smart. He literally threw a lob and they tip drilled it. And he's sitting here looking all mad. I got 2 clear out blocks. Pancake 2 dudes. I want to know what the penalty is. Clipping on the offense by number 65. Wasn't me. Alright, man, I get 1 little carry here to end the quarter. Because go the other way. Please go the other way. Stop going to the way that the freaking defense is coming. Like, and I don't really mind in the sense that I know I'm not going to break. I'm not fast enough. Hopefully I can get another carry. I mean, who knows? I was going to call timeout, but I mean, we'll see. He'll probably let the clock run out. I ain't going to get this carry. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. We got down into a 3-point stance for no freaking reason for you to sit there and run out the clock. And I think we're getting the ball first here after the half. So, I mean, I guess. We're up 10-6. I think I still need 29 yards. Man, I'd be so mad low-key if I don't get, like I said, what I need to get because I couldn't get 29 yards in the game. That's really when you know it's time to hang it up. We got 2 rushing yards in the game. I think I got like 5 or 6 carries for 2 yards. So I know I still need 27. That's the good thing, is I know exactly what I need. Still need 27 yards. Get a nice little block. Watch out. I mean, I did my job. He just didn't get through, and no one else did. All right, first carry. I guess I'm getting like a dive or a draw, it looks like. So I'm just going to run into the defensive line. I'm going to run into 2 defensive linemen and lose some yards again. And then they're going to be mad, and they're going to be like, oh, why are we giving this man the ball? And he's just running into the defensive lineman. Well, you're not blocking. Like, what the f do you want me to do if you don't block? Look at this shit, bro. No fucking blocking whatsoever. All that for 7 yards, bro. I got 6 carries for 7 yards. I need 22 more. This is ridiculous, man. Like, the last time we played, I feel like I was getting really good yards. Drop the pick. Drop the pick. Come on, man. We got to get those, bro. We got to make this dude pay for being such a horrible quarterback. Like, and I know he's on my team and we're trying to win or whatever the case is, but yo, he got to pay for that, bro. He is horrible. He be throwing the ball to the other team. Like, right here, it would be a great pass to me. Wide open. You took 15 years to do that. Oh, and we lost 4 yards. You took 15 years as a quarterback to throw the check down where we ended up losing 3 yards. You had guys running across the field coming wide open. I watched it happen, bro. This guy's a dumbass, bro. Look, bro, what is with these lob passes? This is not the Clippers. Stop fucking lobbing everything. Do you throw a bullet or are you just like too cool for school? Oh yeah, I've been a starting quarterback in the league for 8 years, so I don't need to throw an actual freaking pass. I could just throw whatever, and this dumbass ran out of bounds. Good job, dumbass. No one was near you. You ran out of bounds. I guess the Bengals are just as bad as we are because we got the ball right back. So I'm assuming they fumbled it or threw a pick. Come on, man. Finish these runs, bro. You're not going to get to 29 yards getting blown back like that. I need 15 yards. We need to line up and run this play, which we're probably not going to do because Mr. Too Cool for School is Mr. Too Cool for School is walking up to the line, sending people in motion. Like, now we're going to get what? A passing play? Bruh, freaking... This play never works, and I feel like it's only worked one time in this whole series. Fucking play never works, bro. Never freaking works. Literally did all that work for nothing. Nothing. Got 0 yards. So another carry for no reason, bro. And we're already in the 4th quarter, so what am I going to do? How am I going to get these 29 yards that I need, bro? That's crazy that he ran through them. And because he was out of bounds. Look at this. Ran through, did the same move on 3 dudes, bro. Just ran through 3 dudes. This is an 11-yard attempt. If we could score this, which would give me like 20-something. Finish, bro. Fall forward. Jeez, man. You making everything harder than on yourself. Look at that. Broke 1 tackle, had to go through 3 more dudes because no one's blocking. That's fine, but fall forward, bro. You know how close you are to being full fall time? Freaking fall forward. Man, this quarterback is some bullshit. I'm running into the end zone wide open. He throws it to the damn linebacker. And then now we have this nonsense play call. So when I get through the line, I'm a crash dummy. So I'm not going to be able to call for the pass. Touchdown. Let's go. Scored a touchdown in my last game. I mean, it's a receiving touchdown. Touchdown's a touchdown. Come on. Don't run off the clock. Let's go. The reason why I said don't run off the clock is because I need me one more run, bro. Like one good little run, bro. They're going to start calling timeouts. I need one good run, bro. If I get a run of 10 yards, it's good. And I scored in my last game. Fudge. I ran right into the tackle. That was my fault. Oh, man. It's 37, 2-minute warning. I actually wouldn't mind if we passed the ball, but I know we're going to run it because they need to try to run the clock as much as possible. So there you go. I think that's it. I think that was the run I needed. I think I got my 29 yards. It wasn't easy, bro. I had to break 1 tackle, run through 2 more dudes. Like at some point, bro, it really does get stressful where it's like, all right, bro, I gotta call it a career because we know they don't block on the Redskins. Like we know they don't block. So let's go. That's the type of run we've been looking for all game, bro. I definitely got the 30 yards I needed by now. Definitely. We just need to not do any bull crap like right here where we let people run through the line even though we have a lead blocker. That's first. And that's their last timeout, so we're probably going to start kneeling pretty soon. I got what I needed, man. I don't really care. I got my touchdown, and I definitely got my yards that I needed. Fall forward. Come on, man. That's a good little way, I ain't gonna lie, to just finish, bro. In all reality, that was a good little way. And that's game, because we're gonna kneel at the clock. There's nothing that we need to do anymore. We won. That took a lot longer than expected, but it is what it is. We got it done. And Let's go, bro. Take that knee, man. Like, we gonna sit here and waste all the clock to take the knee. There's no way they could come back. I mean, we're up. 6, 5, 4, 3. Take the knee. They're not gonna come back, even if, like, we should run the ball, in my opinion, right? Just run the ball, because even if we turned it over, fumble it, we're up by 11 with a minute left in the game. They're not gonna come back, but whatever. And I mean, that's just me patting my stats, I guess, because if we run it a little bit more, I could get some more yards, but whatever. So after this knee, the game should be over, because it'll be like 15 seconds left in the game, it looks like. So I'm just here waiting for the clock to run down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Alright, and then now it's 4th and 14. We're gonna have to trot out there, and that's gonna be the game. So we won in my final game 17-6, which is cool. And that's game. I mean, I scored a touchdown. That's cool. Kind of like what happened with the Pro Bowl game. Unsell. What's these names they got, bro? I thought that dude Unselled West was like a basketball player. What the hell names they giving these kids? Halfway names to these creative players, bro. And of course he scores his last touchdown running through 5 people. You know what I mean? Of course it's a receiving touchdown and running through 5 people. Bro, this quarterback, man. Bro, he got bailed out. That dude number 80 is really nice. Cause tell me how you hit him and whoa. I ain't gonna lie, right? I was hating on him because I don't really like him, Huff, but that was a good throw. Bro, that's the type of run that epitomizes his career. It's just really annoying because his best runs are like 8, 9-yard runs. It's not 50, 60-yard runs. So as we go through and we look at the statistics, we end up 8 of 13, Huff, bro. That was an off game. So we end up with 15 carries, 49 yards, 3.2 average. So I definitely got what I needed for being 4th all time. And then receiving, we had a touchdown, 29 yards on 3 receptions. So there goes that. 29 and like 49. I think that's like 78 for my last game. And 1 touchdown with like, what was that? 18 touches. So the only thing left to do would be, let's simulate to the end of the season. We are here at the end of the regular season, and I mean it this time. This is the end of John Larsen's career. We finished 7-9, 3rd in the division, 2 games out of the playoffs. We also had to win 4 straight just to get to that position, which is kind of crazy to think about. In terms of individual stats, we finished with 1,090 yards, 6 touchdowns, 261 attempts, a 4.1 average, 68.1 a game, 4 fumbles. We had 22 receptions, 246 yards, an 11.1 average, 15.3 a game, and 2 touchdowns. In my opinion, that wasn't a bad season, especially when you think about him getting up there in age. We're going to simulate through the playoffs because obviously we're no longer the perennial playoff power that we once were. I was going to laugh, but there's nothing funny about that, really. So as we continue to simulate, we are not going to make the Pro Bowl. So the next thing to do is simulate to the offseason. One thing I do want to say is I'm very grateful for Green Bay drafting us, giving us the opportunity to play with the young Aaron Rodgers, win a Super Bowl early, which made it easier for us to go and take that deal when Washington presented it. And then I'm thankful for Washington. 10 great years. A lot of running backs don't even have 10 total years. So I think 6 Pro Bowls in those 10 years is what makes John Larsen a Hall of Famer. But now we're going to go through the numbers and give you the black and white of why I believe he's a Hall of Fame worthy player. So the first thing you're going to see, like I said, is the tale of two careers. 2 years with Green Bay and then 10 years with Washington. So he had 3,186 rushing attempts, which was 7th all-time in NFL history. He had 15,299 rushing yards, which was good for 4th all-time in NFL history. He had 95 rushing touchdowns, which was good for almost the top 10. We needed a couple more, but 92 of those touchdowns were with the Redskins, which had him at 1st all-time in Redskins history. He had a 4.8 average per rush, which was the 2nd highest amongst rushers in the top 10. He had 79.6 average yards per game. He had 51 fumbles, 46 of which were with the Redskins, which unfortunately had him at 1st all-time for that horrible stat category. His longest rush was 99 yards. He had 1,005 broken tackles. So he had 253 receptions, which was good enough for 18th in Redskins history. He had 2,659 yards. He had 21 receiving touchdowns, which was good enough to be tied for 14th in Redskins history. He had a 10.5 average yards per reception, 13.8 yards per game. 43 was his longest reception, and he had 1,375 yards after the catch, which is ridiculous. So another number that you're not going to see here on the screen, he had 16,590 yards from scrimmage, which was good enough for 1st in Redskins history. He also had 111 touchdowns, which was good enough for 1st in Redskins history. And that's just like what we went through with UCLA. Those are the numbers that don't show up, but if you really take into account, this guy really was carrying the team. So the next thing we're going to look at is, well, the contracts, they're not going to reflect, but I'll go through it. His first contract was 2 years, $3.1 million with a $920,000 signing bonus. His second contract was 6 years, $40.73 million with a $14.88 million signing bonus. His third contract was 2 years, $14.12 million with a $5.64 million signing bonus. And then his last contract, the fourth one, was 2 years, $16.65 million with a $6.66 million signing bonus. So in total, he played 12 years, made $74.6 million, which was good enough for 6.2 a year. I don't know why I sound so nervous. Man, I need to laugh or something, bro, with these numbers. And then the last thing we're going to look at is the awards. So, as you see here on the screen, he was a 6-time Pro Bowler. He was a 3-time NFC Running Back of the Year. And he was a 2-time NFL Running Back of the Year. So, in my opinion, he could have got a few more awards, but in all reality, as you look at this long list, there's not much left to want. And I still don't know when he was drafted. I believe it was a 3rd-round pick. So to have 6 years of pure dominance, and then really he was one of the top running backs of the 2010s. If you think about him winning the Super Bowl in, 2011? And then making the Pro Bowl in 2012. So, and the last year of him really being super relevant was 2018. So next thing you got to look at too is he had 10 seasons of over 1,000 yards. So the last thing to do would be to go talk to the agent. And the way how this game is, I guess you can't retire. So I'll leave you on the screen here where you can see where he was a noble player. And like I said, bro, coming from West Hempstead, making it to UCLA, making it to Green Bay, getting drafted, and then the Redskins, where he's the greatest running back in Redskins history, is just all a major accomplishment. And if this game was to allow me to retire, I'm 100% sure in his 12-year career, he would be regarded as a Hall of Famer. And there it goes, the end to another video following John Larsen on a journey from West Hempstead to UCLA and eventually the NFL Hall of Fame. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon.